This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, the legendary home of the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on last year's national champions, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And the Aggies will kick this away to start us off. Kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Moves the ball up to the 30. Both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be in that postseason at the end of the year.
And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at 38.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Using his legs on the scramble. And he decides to step out of bounds, avoiding the contact. Doesn't have enough for the first down.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Tackle, but first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere after a loss in the play.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Dropping back, it's Larson. The pocket breaking down. He's hit right as he throws it.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris, right to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down in distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Start the drive with a quick throw to the right. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Throws to the tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Oh, he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, this tight end is an absolute weapon with the ball in his hands. They get him the ball, and the whole crowd seemed to know it was about to happen. He took off and took it to the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that time. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Larson. Fires it to the wideout. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
First and 10 play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Keeping it on the ground here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Here's the second down play. Ball handed off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front of the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Swarmed with a pass rush. The sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not fight at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. It reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. The quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
But Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
And now the running back's got it again. First down and more. He's still running. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
I tell you, this running back from Texas A&M is dangerous when he has room to work. Great speed, good job of picking up the first down. And, Chris, you just think about some of the backs that they've had when they've had a chance to put that Texas A&M uniform on. Dante Hall, some people forget, was a Texas A&M running back. Devon Achane, of course, more recently, and even Isaiah Spiller.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. He's got it right near the end zone. He will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. This crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Trying to bait this defensive line into believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for lost yardage.
To throw, it's Larson. Looking deep downfield to the left. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. It allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They finally stop him, but a solid play sets him up 1st and goal at the 9.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
The offense trying to pour it on early here. 1st down and goal. Receiver in motion now. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. And as we flip the field to begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looks left and finds his target there. And now the defense able to bring him down. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
2nd down after that previous play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. He's in the clear. The 30. Past the 20. Inside the 10. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? He hands it off from the gun. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And he drops back in the gun. Catch made on the right side. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30. And a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. Coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly,
touchdown, Aggies! Great catch and run for 6. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Chris.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
They'll return it from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this 1st down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw, and look at these yards.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he'll be slowed right at the line for no gain. The Dogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 3rd down, it's a handoff. And that play moves the ball across midfield. 1st down now from the 42.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Bulldogs pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. Look at this result. Some positive yards.
They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down of the 17.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. QB decides to keep it here. Fighting off the defender. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. And the Bulldogs will line up here on first down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. That's a second and goal play for the offense. And they're trying to punch it in here. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they're getting closer, but they're obviously thinking that this is 4-down territory. At this point in the game, trailing the way they are, they've got to come up with a play to put this ball into the end zone.
Gain moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. This is a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
The extra point is good. They cut the lead to 10, 24-14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. The shotgun running play call. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Lets it fly to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made quickly at the 11, but the offense in the red zone now.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. But the fourth quarter really starts to wear you out.
And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. Talk about putting up points before halftime and then really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he's going to bring this out from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. They start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking to pass, it's Larson. The receiver makes the catch. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
First down, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the out route. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the completion made. Breaks a tackle in the clear now. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Dogs will kick this away to begin the second half. Kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss, 2nd down and 11. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The short completion to the tight end. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. That will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision.
Breaks into the clear. Inside the 20. Forced out of bounds just short of the end zone.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football. And it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! And the route is on. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Like he'll try to make a play with the return. And the returner will be brought down. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. To throw, it's Larson. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made at the 24 as they begin to put a drive together. The Dogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quick throw, the catch is made. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. The offense with 3 tight ends now in 1st down, trying to create a mismatch. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. He's brought down, but not before getting it ahead of a territory at the plus 47.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And then 1st down, right back to the running game. Gets some space around the 30. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They were not going to catch him that time.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that 2nd and 3rd level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Georgia offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Scanning the field, it's Larson. It's an out route, the catch made. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
He's got it in the open. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown. There's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Set to kick this one away.
From deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the move now. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he'll be brought down.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Important second down play coming up. Looking to throw here. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Breaking free at the 35. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Makes a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Man, with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Looking to throw yet again. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And completion makes it second and short. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Back to throw. It's Larson. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
For the offense.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. A quick throw out left, complete. Eventually taken down, but how about the spin move that earned him first down yardage? The Dogs come to the line in the hurry up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And he's got it. The two-point conversion to make this a 16-point lead, back within 2 scores.
Well, I thought the defense did a pretty good job of defending this two-point try, but let's give all the credit to the quarterback and the receiver for being able to be in sync and in rhythm to come down with that catch and the 2 points.
And the kickoff goes out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play.
Second down coming up.
And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking right. This one caught. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you could sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Short throw complete to the tight end. He rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the same runner's got it again. Good enough for first down yardage.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Caught by the receiver and moves the football to the 27 and a first down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They get a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the
deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. They are pouring it on now.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Boy, this defensive plan has been masterful today for this defensive coordinator. Good job of attacking the quarterback, whether he's inside the pocket, chasing him to the outside. And on the back end, they are locked into tight coverage, not giving his quarterback any options at all. It's no wonder they're winning by so much here in the fourth quarter.
And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Dropping back, it's Larson. It's nearly picked off. He couldn't hold on to it. Don't expect that from such a reliable defender. Brings up fourth down, though. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Catch made in space. Look out. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
Chris, the quarterback looks up, sees a wide-open target. Sometimes those throws are harder than the ones where they're tightly covered. But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense.
And now the try for the two-point conversion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he'll make it into the end zone for two, cutting the lead to 15.
Chris, as you know, the windows are so tight down here, especially when you're throwing the ball this close to the goal line. And this quarterback was just simply dealing to thread that ball in there for two. Great throw.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Working clock with the ground game. Breaking free at the 35. They'll head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
Well, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
A gain makes it second and medium. And here's the handoff. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. Third down play for this offense. Out of the gun now on third down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Oof, the risk of throwing on third and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on fourth down, but what will be the play call?
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Throws it to the right, but it's incomplete. The defense makes a fourth down stop.
Well, here we go, Chris. Talk about a game-changing play by this defense, maybe a momentum-stealing play. I mean, there's still work to be done here, but this defense has given their offense a shot to maybe get back into this game.
Back to pass. It's Larson. Catch made on the left side. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice gain.
First down here for this offense. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The Bulldogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Here's the target, and it's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Short completion, a third down play coming up. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Caught, completion. And moves the football to the 27 and a first down. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
Second down after that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important.
It is intercepted. Could take it all the way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. First down, looking for more now. They get him to the ground, but an explosive running play there. Well, they move the chains on a clutch drive, and that should be good enough. This was a pressure game. They step up and answer it here and secure a big victory in the middle of the season.
Chris, weeks ago, maybe even all the way back to week one, we circled this game and knew that we had a chance for a major matchup this week. It lived up to that billing. We find out who the better team is and who's able to build that resume as we get closer to the end of the year.
Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the handoff. Nowhere to run on that play. It got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
On third down, he drops to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. A And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. Down quickly after the catch, but
Jacksonville, Florida. Supposed neutral ground for these two old rivals. Not a lot of distance separates the two. And when they come here for this clash, it can define a season, no matter what's happened before, what might happen after. Out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. So Georgia's offense will get the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
The Dogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Gets it out fast. On the move is the 30. Turning on the jet.
offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Florida's offense will go to work for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over. He got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often. They hit him early. They got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Makes the grab on the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Didn't get much done on that, Ryan. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment, like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a third and long in their own 7, and they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
An all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed.
They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, running back gets to give. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He lets it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at deep tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again.
Brings it to the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Bulldogs have their offense in high gear. Extending the play. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia! They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job with the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
That's the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Pulls and fires complete. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They'll give it to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A strike downfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Send the tight end in motion. Quick release on the RPO. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. Going up against one of the best defenses in the country, you've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
He's got it inside the 25. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
It's complete on the right side. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Motion from the wide receiver. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before.
Intercepted, the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Got him downfield. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Trying to turn the corner on the right. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Gators will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Turning it on! They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. Looking to scramble. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Caught. Open space at the 25. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Georgia going back to work with another first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Unloads quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Lost to throw again. Lets it fly. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Punts it out of the air. Touchdown Bulldogs. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tackle. I mean, the way this